All right, hello, welcome back to our Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. Look, here's the new Christmas carnival. Oh my God, it's Jiren. Jiren, no, oh, I'm so shocked. Why is he a part of a Majin Buu saga, celebration? Okay, anyway, oh, one too far. We finally got him. Obviously, the actual carnival here is Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Uh, it feels good that we're finally getting actually fully, synced 3 months after we officially synced, so that's pretty cool. Um, well, actually closer to 4 months at this point. Anyway, we got Gotenks here. Um, I'm pretty optimistic. I do think there's gonna be a lot of some pretty big power creep for 10th anniversary, so I'm expecting this guy's gonna be pretty crazy. But we'll see, right? So without further ado, let's just jump in. Obviously, we'll do defense calcs later on, but we're starting off with the breakdown here. See what all he does. I guarantee, just based off everything, before we look at the leader, it's just gonna be Majin Buu Saga. Um, I feel like it's pretty delusional to not think it's gonna be Majin Buu Saga, but let's see. Yeah, shocker. Okay, cool. What do we got here? Time-bound dead heat. Key 7, attack and defense plus 200%, plus an additional defense plus 77% when receiving an attack. And after receiving an attack, plus an additional 77% within the same turn. What? Okay, so the second the enemy starts to hit you, this will activate. So this will actually activate before the enemy even hits you, and this specifically activates after the enemy has hit you. Okay. Um, Reduce damage received by 22% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. That's neat. Plus an additional defense plus 77% and reduce damage received by 33% when there's another final trump card category ally on the team. So we're up to 55% damage reduction already. Randomly change key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. Okay, just not restricted at all. That I'll take that, yeah. Plus an additional key 1 per key sphere obtained. Good key mechanic. He already has 7 key as well, so so this guy's gonna be starting off with, and I'm not actually sure which of these give key. I don't know the key links off the top of my head, but he's gonna be starting off the turn with 13 key, essentially, and then getting an additional key per orb grabbed. He's rainbow orb changing, so that's gonna be pretty difficult to not have this guy at 24 key. That's pretty nice. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 100% when key is 12 or more. That's a sort of start of turn buff, so 300% instead of like multiplicative. Plus an additional 77% attack and launch an additional super attack when key is 18 or more. Plus an additional 77% attack and performs a critical hit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. Okay, we're still going. High chance of an additional. What? Huh? Huh? What? Um, is that supposed to say 77%? Did they press the number 7 too many times? I don't know if I believe that. They're just giving him 7. I mean, it's a high chance, so it's not guaranteed, but uh, do I really? Hold on, I gotta. Now I can't read Japanese, but let me check on my end here. I'm curious what the JP text says. See if I can't make it out. Where is it at? Oh, oh my God. Okay. Well, shit. Here, let me. I'll show it on screen too. Then that's actually pretty crazy. So if we go over here, I come on. We can go here. Okay, so now once again, can't read Japanese, but it doesn't really matter. We just need to see the number here, and I mean it's right here. So unless they both somehow have the same exact error, he just gets 777% defense. uh, sure. Yeah. Alrighty then. Okay. Reduce damage received by 44% temporarily and counters with a ferocious power when receiving a Ki Blast super attack. Oh. Wait. So, what the fuck? This is specifically a Ki Blast, but I mean, a lot of Superstar Ki Blast. But there's a scenario where you can have a character get 777% defense with 22, 33, 44, 99% damage reduction. And that's ferocious. That's the really good counter. What the? Okay. He just seems like insane so far. Like just throw him in slot one and just leave him there. And I mean, I guess to be fair, I do want to. Once again, this is specifically Ki Blast. And there is a scenario where you don't. It's not a Ki Blast super, and you don't get this doesn't proc. I would want to see what his defense is there, but like he's already. I mean, we're already looking at what this is. So he has 377% start of turn phase roughly, and 77% multiplicative, like or phase two, like with 55% damage reduction. He's just gonna be a good slot one, even if none of the extra shit does proc. Okay then. What's the active here? It can be activated after the character receives an attack 3 or more times in battle, or when there's another final trump card category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Okay, so after receiving 3 or more attacks, or final trump card ally, 4th turn. Masterly raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to enemy. Defense plus 77% for 1 turn. What the fuck? That's the active phase, so this guy's just gonna look like Cell Max numbers. What? I just yeah. Yeah. God damn. I did say that with power creep right on the horizon, they do gotta make him busted. And hold on, what are the SA effects? I haven't seen those yet. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause colossal damage enemy. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, make a colossal damage enemy, greatly lowers defense. Okay, so he already has a guaranteed additional super. 18. What type is he actually? I didn't see tech. Okay, so his crit normally, like his path, you just get guaranteed crit. What the fuck? This guy just has like everything. Um, yeah, wow, this is okay, okay. Where is this guy at? Like, am I crazy if he's just like He reads like top 5 bare minimum. Bare minimum. I feel like this guy is like, I mean, I don't know what his attack stats are going to be, but I mean, they're like juiced to hell too. 77%, 77%, 77%, on, the 300% up there. Like, ferocious. This is going to hit so hard. Like, if you have this portion up. Now, I am curious, actually. So you'll need to be hit by a normal first for this to proc. Well, oh, wait, hold on, actually. No. That is Okay, that is interesting. He's the first character because he just has all these other defensive tools. He doesn't dodge and counter, right? So everyone else, well, I guess that's a nullify and counter nowadays, but is what they call it. But he doesn't nullify and counter. He just counters. So he takes that hit. It juices him up. He does the and then he does the counter. Um, what? And if you attack first, that's what the fuck? Like you get the greatly you get like a 3 super turn. Like you put some additional in him because you don't really need dodge. I don't think. You definitely don't need crit when he's guaranteed critting at 24 key, and you should almost essentially always be at 24 key. Like goddamn, he just has everything. Um, what the fuck? Wow. I wow. That's okay. I wanna see the calcs for this guy. This guy has like 50 different scenarios to calc. That was the thing. So we'll probably um. I do actually need to see. I'm curious. So I do know that Super Saiyan's just attack. I believe Innocence is just attack. Obviously, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Kamehameha. I don't know if Over in a Flash is just attack. But I know Fuse Fighter's defense. I need to see how much that's worth though. But okay, I'm not going to get to calcing this guy. He just looks like he's going to be absurdly broken. Like he's probably going to be one of the higher damage dealers. I like Strength Gohan will probably do more damage to him. The new one, obviously, but I don't know if anyone else in the like top 5 or whatever is going to do more damage than him. Yeah, okay. Insanity. All right. We'll be back once we get these calcs done. All right. We're back here, and Gotenks. They cooked, suffice to say. Now I did want to show this just real quick. I forgot to note this earlier. This guy's only condition is a final trump card category ally on the team. One on the team, not even on the rotation, not none of that extra bullshit. Just one on the team. And now here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're running 2 Gotenkses, right? You're running Majin Buu Saga. It's already complete. Just already. All right. But just let's say you're not. Let's say you're just throwing them on another team. This is the fucking category, guys. And I'll scroll through here slowly. Like, just so you can get an idea. Like, look at all the characters in here that are actually insane. And you can just run this guy as long it's ludicrous. Like just one final trump card category ally. And why this is such a big deal, right? Is this right here. Bros on every category in the game. I mean, how many is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 categories. And he only needs a single unit. And he can help all these, because there's some real ass on here, right? Saviors, alright? Heavenly events, oh my fucking god. Like, there's a lot of shit on youth. There is so much actual trash in here that he's just a god for. Like, this is actually a unit that I might consider summoning for, because it's going to be a double rates banner, and this guy is going to help so many teams. And I mean, he's not going to be back again until like Tanabata Carnival banners. So I mean, we're talking like 7, 8 months. I I don't know. Um, but yeah, let's get to the calcs portion, and it's fucking nuts. Okay, now wait, I am down here. So I said, for simplicity's sake, the 77% defense when receiving an attack, I just calced it with the on SA phase. I figured that made good enough sense. Okay, so we're starting off like this is our normal turn here. Mind you, he has 55% damage reduction his first 5 turns. It does drop down to 33% afterwards. But just keep that in mind here. Uh, and this is just his very. I calced all the scenarios. So I calced just normal. I calced with the 777. I calced with the active, and then I calced the 777 and the active together. So it's by the end here we get to some pretty crazy numbers. And even right now, I mean, like with 55% damage reduction, start of turn. Uh, I actually, as crazy as this sounds, there are actually like bosses I think that can damage this guy before he attacks. Uh, with normals, but if he gets supered, well, to be fair, actually, no, that's not even. I do. I'm gonna correct myself on. I see. That's the thing. Maybe I should have. So this is hard to really see. I guess to be fair, you could just like look at 77% of this and add it on essentially. Um, so we could even say he's like 600,000 or something with 55% damage reduction, and even then, there are some normals if you just throw him straight in slot one. I guess the point does still stand that he can take damage from it. It's really really big ones and probably like super juiced, but he can. Although to be fair, if they're super juiced, he has his ability that he can activate. Can activate is the key word there. And that is also a thing to note about Gotenks. If it's not a key blast super, and if you fail the 50/50 of whether or not that 777% procs, do understand you are going to die. Like, it's just, you know, it is what it is, but like I feel like it more than makes up for it. Like, you don't even need to run this guy slot one. He's just an insane option that can be run slot one. So it doesn't, I don't really. It's fine. It is what I'm getting at. That being said, although he does get more of his attack if you have him in slot one. So now we scroll down here. This is the 777% defense turn. I calced it after the start of turn here. So I mean we're getting up into the just already by the end of no support. I mean, he's tanking every super in the game because once again, 55%. Hell, even here, 55% damage reduction. Well, actually, depending on. Oh wait, hold on. What is the 44%? Is that for the turn? Temporarily, okay. Um, so 50. It could be 33%, I guess, but 55% damage reduction or 33%. I mean, even like he's tanking like Goku Frieza. Now, not off rip, obviously, but I mean, even once you get to the guaranteed super, by the way, he will live. So, and then we start getting down even more, and he's just this guy. So the active skill turn, right, obviously is a huge jump up, and it's a pretty easy condition, just 3 attacks or final trump card ally starting from turn 4. Yeah, and that's start of battle, by the way, not start of turn, so it's just the 4th turn in general. You don't have to go through any extra bullshit hoops, so that's really nice. And I mean, once again, I mean, he's just actually insane. And you look at this scenario where you have the active up, you throw him in slot 1, he succeeds the 50-50. Like, let's say you don't have 40% support. Hell, although to be fair, you're running like Majin Buu Saga, you could easily have Kid Buu, but let's just say no support. 8 million defense with 55% or 33% damage reduction. Like, sorry, excuse me. Uh, yeah, he's insane. That's my. You want my thoughts? He's insane. What a character, honestly. Wow. I'm I might summon, and Jiren's on the banner too. Like, I don't know, and it's double rates, so that's like that's the thing. It's definitely very enticing for me. I could potentially just throw like 2 rotations, maybe. I don't. I'll have to think about it some more, but like, goddamn. I think they cooked a 5-star meal with Gotenks. He is special. Uh, definitely top 5, probably top 3. I don't know exactly like how my full like what top 10 would look. I don't like have all the units, so I don't like keep it in mind or anything. I don't know how like quote unquote fair or accurate whatever that is. But I don't know. I need to see what this guy's like attack stats are looking like. I should learn at some point how to do the attack calcs, but I'm not doing that here. But I mean, I can tell you right now, he's going to be hitting for a lot. I do think what I said earlier is going to be very accurate, especially because he does get a lot of attack from his links. Of that, he is going to be. I think the only character who's going to hit harder than him in the like top 5, probably even like top 10, is that Gohan. But I feel like he's like right there. Right? He's not that far behind, I don't think. Um, well, comparatively, I guess I should say. Gohan definitely. I mean, you can get up to like 30 mil damage on like the 4th super or some shit. Like Gohan, his whole thing's damage. But point being, I do think he's probably like the 2nd most damaging unit in the top 10. And I mean, with this level of defense, like he's just. And if you get a really juiced like turn for the super counter thing, like that's just they cooked, right? Just they cooked. Yeah. I mean, there we go though. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Yeah. I called them God tanks up here for a reason, by the way. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you're thinking down below. He's nuts. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Okay, so I was going over him again real quick, and I realized I actually made an error, and I'm like so like shocked that I don't fully believe the math, even though it checks out. So I'm just gonna go through the math with you guys, right? I'm gonna show the calcs first, and then I'm gonna go with the math to show you, right, that it's legit. Because I'm just like I'm confused, and I'm pretty confident the math is correct now. So that being said, um, the Gotenks is just a bit more stupid than I thought. So initially, I had accidentally calced this into phase 1. Now this is actually a phase 2 buff, because it's within the same turn when receiving a super tech. When it's something like when receiving or when dodging or something like that. And to be fair, it's only a high chance, so you're not like guaranteed to get this or anything, but it's you it's just I'm just like so like shocked. Um, he, I'm sorry, it's just like I had initially calculated this as phase 1, which was my bad. But this is phase 2. Now I'm gonna go through once, like I said, I'm gonna go through the math here, just so we can all be on the same page. Now, and then we go down here, the active skill turn, you get the 7, you can get up to 16, 17 million with 55, down to 33% potentially, damage. Like, I feel like I fucked something up, which is why I want to like go over the math one more time with you guys. So we're gonna start this fresh, all right? Let me just put everything at 1, besides like the simple stuff there. Okay, so Gotenks is tech, all right? 10,506 started turn. Now tech types, when they're rainbow, get an additional 5,000. That puts us at 15,506. Okay? Leader skill. Now, how this works is 1 keeps like it the same, right? So that's why all these are 1. This is multiplication, right? A number times 1 is the same. So you actually have to add 1 more to actually represent what the number actually is. So, for example, the leader skill, 400% leader skill is actually represented by a 5. Okay, so then we go here. So he's getting 200% at the start of turn. Okay? Same page. 300% at the start of turn. This is the same phase. It doesn't show when you collect the key or when you're over the key. But this does start in phase 1, but you just don't get to see it. I'm pretty confident is how that works. So that's 300%. This is 77. Okay, this is phase 1 as well. So 377%. So as I said, you add 1, so that's actually represented as 4.77. Now links, this is pretty obvious. Fused Fighter is his only defensive link. He gets 5% defense from that, so 1.05. Okay, with me so far? Okay. And this is just, it's like I can't, like, so active skill, 1.77, right? Because his it's 77% defense for 1 turn. It's active skill phase. Cool. Then we have 77% defense when receiving an attack. So that's, phase 2. So we go here. Let's just right here, right now. So 1.77. Then you add the 777. Okay. So then it's like I feel like I'm lost. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because then, we jump up from this to 9.54, right? And then, SA effect 1.5. And you can see, by the way, this is tracking, right? This is tracking with what I have. Okay, and this is no support. No support. This is tracking. I'm showing the math here because I have a hard time believing it, and I'm the one doing the math. So I'm just showing the math to cover bases here. I feel like I'm doing something wrong because of how high it is. I, but it's correct, is the thing. Because I can also show here, on both of his, you can't see right here. Hold on, let me pull it up again. On both of his essays, he gets 50% defense for the turn. Let's show this real quick. Scroll down. 50%. So greatly is 50% when it's referring to super attack. So, 50%, 50%, 50%. So 2.5 at the very end. Like the math, it's there. It's right there. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not. It's so crazy. I'm not doing something wrong, but I feel like I am. Yeah, this is phase two. So when receiving like this, phase two. So how to really tell if something like an action's happening in the middle of the turn to cause a defensive increase or an offensive increase? That's usually a phase two buff. Phase one is just like start of turn like this. There's a final trump card, category ally on the team. This is just calculated at the start of the turn, because it's already, good and done. The condition's already fulfilled as soon as you start the turn. And this is, the same sort of deal. The key phase works within phase one. So, like I'm so he is like I'm yeah. I mean, it's right here. You can see it. It's right here. The math it checks out, but I don't know. It's ludicrous. It really is. So I'm just going to. I wanted to edit this in to just explain some more. I don't. This guy is fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean, it's a high chance to activate, but like, still, like, I don't. I yeah. All right. I'm just going to. I wanted to edit this in at the end instead of replacing, just to show because I'm actually kind of bewildered by the math myself, but it does it checks out. These numbers, dude. I showed the formulas and shit. That's how you calc defense. Like the math, it makes it works, but like it doesn't. It's so confusing that's actually what he gets up to. But yeah, and then you could also if you want to be like extra, like tech UI's domain or something like this guy is fucking insane. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. I wanted to edit this in at the end. He's cracked. He's fucking yeah. Wow. What a guy. What a guy.